What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again with another video. Hopefully, you guys are doing well this afternoon. We chilling out for a little bit. You know what I mean? But apparently, we playing with toy guns. I mean, that's always a good thing, right? At least it's not the real gun. We playing with toy guns, not the real thing. You know what I'm saying? There's an out to this. Toy guns, not the real thing. What's good with everybody, man? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. We posted up. I'm chilling out just like you are. Had some time to go live for a little bit, seen some things I wanted to talk about. Of course, the news, a lot of people have been talking about. I just heard recently that, apparently it was not a real gun. It was not a real blicky. It was a cap gun. That's a good excuse right there too. You know, I don't know if it's gonna work. It's a good attempt though. It's certainly a good attempt. I don't know if it's gonna go over. I don't know if that's insulting to an injury, intelligence, Um, but that's apparently what the statement is that's released, is that this situation was this is a cap gun. Somebody passed him, somebody from the back seat passed it to him, and it was a cap gun, and he was just having fun. You know what I'm saying? On the Breakfast Club, Claudia Jordan talked about it, said she talked to John Morant's camp, and they're saying the 23-year-old Grizzly star was waving a toy gun, not a real one. He was waving a toy. It wasn't a real thing. It was a toy. Now, my question to you in the chat is, do you guys think that it was a toy or was it the real thing? I'm curious to know what you guys think. Maybe you guys might think it's a toy. They do be having cap guns that look like that. I used to have cap guns back in the day. It was a fun thing to play with. You know what I mean? I don't know. Does it look like one or not? I mean, you would have to tell me if you guys believe that or not. I'm not here to say yes or no, really. I mean, I don't know. Nowadays in 2023, there's a lot of things that look futuristic. A lot of things look more than what they are, and vice versa. So you let me know what you guys think. That's kind of what we've heard. That's what's been going around. We got to see what's going to happen. I mean, this is going to linger, of course, until the finals are done. I'm hoping the finals, go some more games just to have some more basketball, even though I don't really care about either one of these teams. You know what I mean? There is some good basketball being played. There is some effort there. So that's what you have to admire if you like basketball, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to see these. I don't care to see these two teams win. One or two other teams for me should be winning right now. You know what I mean? So I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is. We got it. That's what we got. What we got to rock with. So as long as we can stretch out this finals, we'll be. I'm here for it in a sense. Watch most of the game as much as I can of it. Always thinking like, how are we not here? How did we not get to this point? What the hell's going on with this, man? Don't make no damn sense. Shout out to everybody here in the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Whichever channel you watch me on, we're streaming on all three channels right now. Bossco Mitchell, Bossco 2.0, Bobby Thrift. Yeah, just curious to see what people think about it. Thought that was a weird situation if they would even go that route and say that. I don't really believe it, but that's my opinion. I'm curious to know what you guys think. I mean, I feel like it's really taking people for for granted right there. This is just stuff to linger wrong, because there's no way in hell that people could really think that we believe that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Not me though. I don't really think so. Just interesting to see, bruh, And then, of course, we got some more images and leaks of some shoes that are coming out within the next few weeks. Of course, got some videos like that on Bossco 2.0. Been dropping that recently. Jordan retro releases and then other sneaker releases as well. I will cover some of these shoes in an upcoming video. Maybe one or two shoes I'm going to talk about now is in one of those videos that I dropped recently. But I don't think, for the most part, we're going to talk about some new stuff right here. And then, show you guys some of the things I came across at the outlet yesterday. I went by the outlet and a couple Rosses just to see what was going on. There was some pretty good things there, Outlets have just been so I mean, they've been good, bro. They're not really a bad thing right now. You can always find something now. It seems like, depending on what store you go to, how often you go to, what time of day you go to. There's definitely stuff out there. Tech fleece on sale like crazy right now. A lot of colorways. Half off, more than half off. It's just good to still go to the outlets. As much as you can, even though what is it, the Westlake one just recently closed. It's kind of crazy to see that happen. Wondering why. Or actually there are reasons why. But you just want an outlet or a retail store and Nike store to stay open, bro. You just want it to happen, man. But yeah, right now, just wanted to talk about that. That was something that I thought was interesting. I think it's just gonna be something to linger on for a while until we actually get a verdict to see what happens. How many games do you think he will be suspended? Because I think it will be a good amount of games, at least maybe 15, 20 games. Some people think 50. Some people even think the whole season. I don't know if that will be the case, but who knows? Remains to be seen. So, posted this stuff in my Discord. Link is in the description if you want to join my Discord. It's a good community-based situation. Energy 810 is the Discord. It's linked in the description box. Got a lot of different channels there that you can check out and see what's there for yourself. And right now I'm just talking about some of the things that I posted from some of the sneaker, websites I go to, like Sneaker Bar Detroit, Sneaker News, House of Hip Hop, Kicks on Fire, a few other ones, plus some Instagram accounts. Just trying to keep my ear to the street or eye to the street on what's going on with these sneakers and what's coming up next. And I talk about things that, I like to talk about. I will start talking about ugly shoes, though, and shoes I don't like. I will do that if that's important. Sometimes people might like that too. I mean, I usually just don't waste my time on it, but sometimes I do see things that I think I need to say about some of these shoes. Like I seen Vans has this Sesame Street collab coming up. I think that's a travesty. I don't understand why they're doing that. If it's not Sesame Street, it's something. It's some kiddish shit that I'm like, why you guys are releasing these adult sizes? And who thought to make this collab? Like, why now? But to each his own. If somebody buy it, you get it for yourself. That's all. That's on you. I think I saw it on Sneaker News. But this Jordan 2 low, I think they've been over flooding these Jordan 2s. They seen that it got a little buzz last year. A lot of people was rocking with the Jordan 2s and Jordan 2 lows. But now this year, I talked about it before, and I'm sure there's been more added. There's at least, what I always say, like 17 before. It could be like 18 and 19 different pair of Jordan 2s from the regular, mid to the lows. Like, I don't know what made them go so hard with the Jordan 2s this year, because from my understanding, they've been sitting around. I don't see a lot of people. I don't see them selling out like that. The quality on them is good. You get good quality on the Jordan 2s, but I don't know, maybe because of the timing that it's dropping, maybe because of the retail price point. I don't know what it is actually, but yeah, it doesn't make sense. And now all of a sudden my stuff don't want to load up. Trying to see what collab I was talking about that I didn't like. Adidas Stan Smith Luxe in the cloud white colorway. I thought this one was interesting because apparently it's going to have some good leather quality. I do have some Stan Smiths in my collection that I haven't worn in a very long time. You wear them for certain occasions. I'm not one that wears Stan Smiths all the time. But I do have a few basic white ones. These seem to have better leather, more premium leather. So I saw that, kind of reminded me of some luxury sneakers, some luxury brands. I guess that's why they're called the Adidas Stan Smith Luxe for luxury. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. 145 retail on them. Think that could be a little bit much, but at the end of the day, the way everything is going right now, I guess that's not too much. That's pretty much a good price nowadays because everything's going up in price, so you can't really be surprised on what the retail prices are. You know what I mean? But a triple white colorway with some gold hints on there, not a bad shoe. Perfect for the time of the year that we're in right now. These release on the 15th, so next week if you guys are looking for them. Not bad, not bad. Not something that I'm adding to the collection, but I do know people out there like these type of shoes. I do see Stan Smiths on people's feet, you know, Stan Smiths, the Roshis, people still wear some of those if you can find them. Roshis are coming back again too. I just seen that on my Instagram. I don't think I posted it on the Discord yet. Hearing that Roshis are coming back in 2023, maybe that'll be a good thing. A lot of colorways for them too. Let me see if I can find that post while I'm online. Dang, why didn't I screenshot that? Damn, damn, Zion got some drama on his hands. That sucks. We got the Nike Nocta Glide. Not really, haven't really been a fan of the Nocta shoes, the Drake shoes. Um, but you know, this one is a little bit more impressive than what I've been seeing. It definitely gives me that Jason Kidd vibe. Definitely gives me that Jason Kidd vibe. Um, look like it got carbon fiber. I don't know if that is. Maybe it's just the material that look like carbon fiber. Jason Kidd vibes mixed with another shoe that I can't really put my finger on right now. But this Nocta right here is not bad. I don't really like the way his shoes look. So for some reason they just don't really do it for me. But it's, you know, this one here is definitely pretty cool. I'm not mad at this one. Not mad at this one. So I just seen something on my timeline on Instagram as I was trying to look for that wherever post I found about Roshi's coming back in 2023, some new style Roshis. And while doing so, I seen this pop up on Vlad TV. I know you got a lot of people out there know about Vlad TV. Let me go back to the hoops and I'm gonna come back to these shoes. But I guess there was some news that was circulating that Zion Williams announced that he's about to be a father or something like that. And you know, congratulations to him on that. You know, I'm not in his business. That's what it is. You know, shout out to him. Congratulations. But the cool thing about it is something I just seen on Vlad TV that I just posted in the Discord is that apparently when he did that, this girl right here exposes DMs from Zion claiming, like, you know, nowadays in this world, it's the clout chasing thing is a real thing. People can say things for shock value, for attention, and then say, "Oh, it's not true. I was upset," or renege it the next day, and people don't remember the end of it. They only remember what they first heard. This person could come out and say, "I just said it out of anger." The same way she announced this information, she could announce the other information saying that she was lying, and people would not even pay attention to what she said. They'll say she was paid off and paid to say that, and they'll just believe the lie or whatever she said first. So this could not be anything to do with anything, but it definitely is interesting. Uh, and fucked up too. Like, why would she try to out him the same day? Like, are they on bad terms? Like, why would she do that? I mean, I say why after I just labeled a lot of reasons why, but I mean, unless he ghosted her or something like that, that could, I don't know, man. That's crazy to see. Hopefully, they get that straight. I just saw that, so you know, I'm doing earlier live streams because I want to talk about things as I hear about them, amongst the things I already want to talk about. And this is one thing right here that happened also. So yeah, pretty crazy to see this. Congratulations to him on the first news, but for the side chick or one of the side chicks to come out and say that is crazy. But I don't want to say I'm happy he's cheating. I'm not saying that, but I'm happy to see he's enjoying being Zion Williamson. I'll leave it at that. I'm happy to see that he's enjoying being Zion Williamson. You know, they talk about him in the league and all this stuff, saying this and that. He's overweight. He's not getting back in shape. All this stuff they say about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to see that he's enjoying being Zion Williamson. You feel me? Because people out here will definitely try to make you not be happy to be who you are. You know what I mean? So hopefully that works out. I just thought that was some interesting stuff right there. Oh man, hopefully that does get set up because we're not, you know, it's just that's just drama, man. This is drama you don't want. You know what I'm saying? All right, for shoes. Then we got the Drake Nocta. Not a bad shoe. $160 on the retail. Do these shoes, they don't, these are more released at boutiques, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they get released on the Nike's app. They don't get released on the Nike sneakers app. I mean, maybe sneakers, But yeah, I'm like, we won't find these at the outlets, right? Ain't no way we're gonna find these at the outlets. But those of you guys in the chat now can let me know what you guys think about this, or if you're watching on the replay, let me know if you guys are feeling these Noctis. This colorway, not too bad. Okay. So, we follow plugs, and I know plugs are not really, you got to be careful with the whole little plug stuff and the sneaker leaks, but there's some people out there who really get some good sneaker leaking information. So this is something I just seen. I'm gonna make sure I put his Instagram in here too. Apparently we got some breaking sneaker news via pluggedin.low. I'll definitely show you guys the images with him so you guys can see exactly who it is if you guys want to follow him. He's definitely been having some information that I've been seeing that's been pretty accurate. So let me put that here in the Discord. So apparently we're going to get another Spider-Man reimagined, if you will. A Jordan 1 Spider-Man reimagined. That's some interesting news. I'm sure a lot of people would be going for this shoe because a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, some people on my Instagram who saw that the new Spider-Man movie, had been sending me screenshots of this. Like, wait, is there another shoe? Is there another shoe? Is there another shoe? Because look at this, and they showed me the same screenshot that I'm about to show you guys. But basically, just gonna get all past the things I'm gonna go past. Shout out, like I said, pluggedin.io. Apparently, there's gonna be a Nike OG Spider-Man, like a reimagined Jordan 1. I don't know if it's releasing this year. Let me see. Yeah. Gonna be crazy. I mean, I guess it's because this is the shoe a lot of people were sending me saying that there's another colorway. So is this a reimagined Spider-Man? Because it's just the colors that we see in here, so it doesn't really show the red and everything. What do you guys think about this off the first images of seeing it? Are you guys ready for a reimagined, another Chicago kind of colorway? But apparently it will be different, obviously, because it's Spider-Man. Yeah, man, this stuff is kind of crazy, dude. Like I said, I've seen him be accurate with his information on a few releases. Okay, so it's going to be celebrating the next Spider-Man movie, but who knows exactly when that will be taking place. A third Air Jordan Spider-Man is confirmed to release soon, celebration of next Spider-Man movie. Although pairs is unknown, here's what I'd like to see. Oh, okay, so this is mock-ups, I guess. So this is a mock-up of what it could be, but the news is the fact that there's going to be a reimagined OG Spider-Man Jordan 1. I think people will be excited for it because of the colorway alone. If it's coming in that Chicago kind of color blocking, which most of them have been, or red, black, and white, or some blue in there. I'm curious to see if they would add some more blue in there, in the upper part. But I guess this is some pretty good news to see the fact that there is going to be another Jordan 1 based on a Spider-Man movie. I know a lot of people do like the Spider-Man Jordan 1s. I have seen a few people on my timeline with the Jordan 1 Spider-Man collection, all the ones that have came out based on the movie, which I guess there's 2 now. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I don't know if it was just for the hype of it, or they're proud to have both of the shoes. So this now is a third shoe to add to your collection if you're out there trying to, if you're really a Spider-Man and a Jordan 1 fan. I think this is one way for Jordan and Nike to reimagine the Jordan 1s to get them back popping again, because like as we know, the Jordan 1s are kind of stale right now and don't really move so quickly. Like, I've been talking to some store owners or some store managers, and it's like, it's not that the Jordans are just sitting. There's 1 or 2 that sell every day, so they're constantly still getting out the store just taking a little longer. And I guess we just were spoiled for a while with shoes flying out the door quickly and not being available. Now you're having, sales every day, every other day of the Jordan 1 silhouette or whatever Jordans are there, because they are in the stores for a while, but they do eventually disappear unless they're being sent back to Nike and all this type of stuff. But, I guess they definitely need to reimagine the Jordan 1 to find ways for that thing to sell, because right now it's kind of a stale situation, as we've seen and talked about before. Nike saying that the execs had to be switched around and they're looking for a new inspiration, because Jordans and Dunks and Blazers are just becoming a repetitive situation. So, I guess they have to continue to come out with the model and just come out with new ideas. So maybe this might be something that could stick, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? We shall see. Curious to see if you guys are excited about this, But yeah, that's something that's happening. As I was trying to look for the post about the Roshi runners once again, that's how we got to this post right here. So shout out to Plugged In or Plugged DN or Plugged In.01 or whatever. You guys see what it is right there. You guys see what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go up from down up because I'm, guys gonna keep seeing what's going on. Brandon Boots, what's going on with you, bro? You see them sitting again? It's possible. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible, bro. Because, I think once the movie comes out, then people have a different perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Once the movie comes out, then people kind of go after the shoe a little bit more, So maybe that might be the case with this. Who really knows where we at right now? Shout out to everybody who's in here. We've been here for about 24 minutes. Just decided to go live a little earlier. I wanted to go earlier in the day, but I had to do some stuff. Now we got to the crib, have some time on our hands. So I wanted to kind of go live and chop it up with you guys, and just continue my momentum of going live too. More than likely, I will go live after the game or maybe towards the end of the game too. I think that might be the case. So far, you say those are better than the ones that dropped. Yeah, from what it seems like, being that those are just mock-ups, those would look better. I like the one that just came out. The one that just came out is not bad. It's just that, I don't know, man. I like it, but it's just, I feel like it's a little extra with all the stuff going on in the back. But I honestly feel like if I watch the movie, I might understand the shoe and maybe like it more. Right now, as we speak, for me, let me see. As for me, as we speak, a size 13 in the Spider-Man's is reselling for $275. So that's over retail. That's not too bad. There we go. Yeah, $275 in a size 13. Like I said, after the movie, of course, it's gonna go up. The movie's out there. People are liking the movie. I'm hearing pretty good reviews about it. I'm curious to go see it, but then again, I'm not really tripping off of it. I'll rather wait for it to come free on TV on one of my apps or something like that. The next movie I'm going to go see comes out. It comes out with. I thought it came out today, Wednesday, but Friday we're going to go see that Transformers movie. That looks like it's going to be pretty good. But yeah, this colorway is not bad. Seeing it in hand, it's better than I thought it would be. And like I said, after watching the movie, maybe I would understand and maybe like the shoe a little bit more. But it's not something I had to have in my collection. Definitely had the opportunity to grab it, but just didn't make no effort. And nobody I deal with was, none of them channel members or anybody I know personally was really trying to break their necks to get this shoe. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Yeah, man. So then we got the for grade school, we got a Jordan 1 Low Rabbit. I like the premise of it. Unfortunately, I wouldn't get it either for myself anyway, but it's only a grade school exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So if you got smaller feet, or your girls might wear these because they go up to size 7 or 6.5, something like that. I think these would look good on women's feet. They are grade school exclusive, so women can fit those. Um, I do like the fact that Jordan's, shoes are still getting, exclusivity. You have grade school exclusive sneakers, women's exclusives. There are, I guess, some men's exclusive sneakers, but some women could fit some of the men's shoes. I mean, like, for example, one shoe I could think of right off the bat that I could say is like a men's exclusive was the Jordan 5 UNCs, because I did not see no grade school sizing of them or any smaller sizes besides men's sizing, even though men's sizings went down low, you know what I mean? So I guess, but for a grade school exclusive, this is not a bad situation. The material on it is cool. I can see women rocking these for sure during the summertime with the little fur, and I guess that's a carrot top at the thing. I like how they did that. Now that I realize what I'm looking at, the Nike swoosh is the carrot, and then that's the top of the carrot. I like how they did that. That's not too cheesy. I mean, for a grade school sneaker, you know what I mean? Got the Jordan logo, Wings logo on the back. You still see it there. Not a bad situation with this shoe, you know. Green outsole. Curious to know. I mean, I think because of the pull tab part of it is why they wouldn't have come out with men's sizes. Because I think some guys would wear the shoe with that pull tab like that, but that does look real funny. But they got that other shoe. What's that Nike with the little box on the back of it? They got all kinds of weird shoes. So, you know what I mean? Looks like it has some good quality on it. I'll probably see this at one of the stores around here not too long from now. Like I said, some girls out there probably will scoop this up because it does look like it has some good materials. It's not a bad shoe. Not a bad shoe. Just funny. Yeah, the Transformer movie. I remember seeing one or two. I think I seen the trailer for it when I seen another movie. I don't really like to watch trailers too much because I feel like the trailer gives away too much of the movie. I feel like trailers give away too much of the movie, but I do know that trailers are needed just to get a glimpse of what the movie's about. I honestly feel personally like I watch enough movies to know what a movie's gonna be about. Like I honestly feel like they don't rewrite a new script not too many times. I feel like even with music, I don't know, man. With me, when it comes to the music, I like my rap music or whatever. I can know if I like a song within the first 5 seconds of hearing it. Like the first 3 to 5 seconds, I could tell if I'm gonna like the song. If it got an intro that's a little tricky or a little long, I need to hear the intro a little bit before the beat drop to know if I'm gonna like it. And then sometimes there's some beats where I need to hear it hear the beat a little more before I can tell if I'm gonna really like the song or not. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, I like that, and I feel like I'm not a movie connoisseur. I don't watch a lot of movies, but I've watched a lot of movies in my time to enough spread around genres to know kind of how movies will go based on how they start off. You can kind of tell. Not too many movies do the super trickaroo where you just really didn't see that coming. That don't happen a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? It really don't happen a lot nowadays. So, people get mad or a girl would get mad or whatever because like I don't really, the movies be whatever. You know what the plot is, you kind of know what's going to happen, you kind of see what happens. It's no more surprises. I think that kind of maybe sucks, but that's what it is, bro. I'm not gonna waste my 2 hours and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes for something that I already know how it's gonna go and how it's gonna break down. That's just movie talk for me, though. You know what I mean? But the Transformers movie, maybe it probably follows suit. You probably know what can happen, maybe not. But I didn't really watch enough of the trailer to know what's going to happen to get a glimpse of it. So I want to just see it as I watch it. And if I figure out what I think is going to happen, that's fine. I'll watch it there, continue to watch it. But when you see too many different trailers or just watch enough movies, you already know what's happening. It's like, you know what I mean? One movie that I want to see so much that I never watched any of them is the John Wick. I want to see them. I think it's gonna be dope, but I just never give it a chance because I feel like it's just another variation of the Matrix or something. I don't know. I feel like I've seen it before, but they all look dope. I hear good things about them, so maybe I gotta check it out and see. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know they should put Bugs Bunny on it, right? I would think they would for this shoe. Maybe couldn't get the licensing for it. All the places that I see posting this shoe though is they have the Jordan standing next to Bugs Bunny as the damn my neck as the promo. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. So people were asking me too, where would they be able to find the Jordan 3 Low Elephant? You can go to WSS, but I seen them at JD Sports. They're not like exclusive. They're like at Foot Lockers and stuff like that too. We got the another glimpse at the MB.02 BU. It's crazy because I thought, like I was talking about this before, how I have the video about the Infinity, the Kyrie Infinity, the KD 15, the LeBron 20, the PG 6, and the Giannis 4. All the sneakers that came out, I have a video about those on Bossco 2.0. And I've been trying to get ready to get loaded up for the Mellow shoe because I got a lot of images and stuff, but they keep coming out with colorways. And I thought the BU was like the last one before they go to the next one, but that's not the case. The BU colorway drops on the 9th, so like what? So in 2 days on Friday. Crazy situation here. Like it, don't like it. I'm not picking this for myself, but this one is pretty dope. They have this colorway, which is the BU colorway, right? Crazy. This only looks good on the court. I don't think I don't see myself rocking this for casual wear. I like loud shoes, but I just feel like this is too much for me. So like I like it though, but I don't know. I'll have to see it in person, maybe try it on feet just to see, but I think that looks fire on court for sure, right? That colorway is dope. Um Details of it. So the BU colorway. But then I'm gonna skip past this and skip past this real quick. Okay, skip past that. But then there's this colorway. Wait. Is one more up here? Was there one more? Yeah. Because okay, we got that colorway, right? Then we got this, which is the Galaxy colorway. This is the official MB.02 Galaxy colorway. So we got the BU colorway. Then we have the Galaxy colorway. I believe the outsole on this one glows in the dark. The outsole and the back panel, I think, glows in the dark. I like these much more than the BUs. These are crazy right here. This color combination is doable. You know what I'm saying? I could see myself, you know what I mean? I could get this and keep it. I like the whole purple upper. Reminds me of my Hall of Fame Barclays that I have, and like the metallic foam posits that I have too. That's what gives me that vibe. And then they got the glow in the dark feature on one of the outsoles, because one of the outsoles is that colorway. I hope this shit glows in the dark. That's crazy. But yeah, these MB.02s are dope. So you got the BU colorway, then this is the Galaxy colorway, and the retail prices went up on these shoes too. 175. I'm like, since when? But it's dope, right? And then there's this other colorway that has a whole commercial for Hulu, I believe. The LaMelo O. Actually, it's a cereal. I don't know why I thought I said Hulu. I'm gonna show you a picture at the end that made me think it said Hulu. But these are 125. They drop on the 16th of this month. Also, the Electro Green, Puma, and Puma White and Gray. So Puma got its own white colorway. So Electro Green, Puma White, and Gray. 125 is the retail. It's the MB.02 low. So that's why it's 125. Got the crazy outsole. Not mad at these. Not something I would grab, but the detailing on the tongue is crazy. Got the O's right there. The other one has a little mellow face. I thought I had that picture here. Oh yeah, see Hulu, Mellow O's, and a Hulu commercial. So that's what these shoes are based off of. Collector's item for people who collect in the MB.02s. You know, to have a bunch in the collection and different ones. This is definitely a standout one that's probably going to slide by on the low. And then later on, people be like, damn, remember this one? This is crazy. Had his own commercial, blah, 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 blah. LaMelos. I don't know if anybody would buy that for themselves, but I like what they're doing there. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. They killed the Matrix. Yeah, they did. Brandon, you ain't never lied. They did, unfortunately. With that new, I was so disappointed. Talk about movies. I was disappointed as hell with that Matrix movie. The third one, man. I think the first half of the movie was cool, and then it just went downhill from there. For me, I don't like how they. I don't like how they. I don't like how they made Morpheus such a jokey joke guy. I don't know why they couldn't have used the real Morpheus in it too. Maybe for the young Morpheus, make different, but like they could have used Morpheus. Maybe they didn't have contract negotiations. Who knows? But the last Matrix, man, was a little disappointing. I rock with the woman empowerment and making Trinity stronger than Neo, and Neo having to depend on Trinity like she has had to depend on him in the past. I get it, but just the way there's something about it, they didn't do it right. And you know, it sucks when they have a franchise and they can mess it up with one movie. I don't think it's like they should just leave it where it's at. I don't know if they can bring it back and revamp it. I don't know if they had different directors. I don't know if the 2020 had any. I think it did. I think they had to pause production of it because of what happened, in 2020. So maybe that had an effort. I think that played a part. They had to pause it and then they had to rush finish it. I think that's what happened, and it might have came through. You know what I'm saying? Might have came through. You know what I mean? Maybe on Easter you would wear those MBs. Okay, Galaxy looks almost like the Rick and Morty's. It does. It does. It does. Yeah, gave him his own cereal. Uh, I would. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to try it, bro. And I'm gonna have to go from 1 all the way to 4 because they're up to number 4 right now, right? They're up to 4 John Wicks, I think. So yeah, I definitely have to check them out. They're all on. They're all free. I mean, on my little apps and stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So one has the mellow face. The other one has the cereal face. Dope details on these. It does have a commercial. You guys can see it on Hulu or whatever. Oh, got this all zoomed in. So yeah, MB.02s and MB. Okay, so damn. So yeah, okay, that's just gonna be 2 videos then, maybe because if they're gonna keep pumping out colorways of the MB.02 low, which I've seen maybe 5 of them. I think I've seen maybe 4 to 5 different MB.02 lows. So if they're gonna pump out as many MB.02 lows, um, as they did MB.02s, then I'm going to make 2 separate videos. So I'm like, should I just do one video of all the MB.02s, include the lows? But no, I think I'm gonna have to separate it because obviously they're gonna keep rolling out MB.02s and now MB.02s with collabs and stuff like that. So I don't know. There are a good amount of the MB.02s right now though out. I don't know exactly how many. I'm gonna have to double check that to see to actually have the number. But there's over 10 colorways, I believe. I think it's safe to say that. Because you got the Supernova. Is there a pomegranate MB.02 low? Oh, it's an unreleased sample. Okay. But is it coming out? Dang, this pomegranate colorway is not bad. Somebody's selling it on eBay. Unreleased promotion sample. But will this colorway release? Will this colorway release? Oh, this guy got a few samples. Okay, that's Amazon. That's eBay stuff. But you got the honeycomb colorway. You got the orange one. That's 2. You got the jade colorway. That's 3. You got the heartbreak kit. I forgot the name of that one. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if it's released yet. I don't know if that white and red one released. Supernova 9, 10, Rick and Morty 11. So yeah, there's about 11 pair off the bat that I could think of for the MB.02s. I don't know if this one's coming out or not. It's another colorway. Yeah, so there's still more colorways to drop. So I gotta continue just to hold off before I make that video because one thing that I ran into, which is not a problem, but one thing that there has been a couple comments about on my kick. Okay. I got wind blowing and closing doors and shit. Thought somebody was in my crib. Like, what the hell's going on? Kind of threw my train of thought off. But yeah, so oh yeah, with the KD 15, I think I missed like one or two colorways because they still releasing colorways. I thought they were done. They kept talking about the 16, 16, 16 releasing this summer, releasing. So I thought there were no more 15s left. And then they released the hip hop colorway. I don't know if there's any more colorways coming out. But yeah, there are a lot of MB.02 colorways. Who knows how many more coming out? Soul Retriever shows another MB.02 colorway. Let's open up a lot of colorways out there still to come from the MB.02, which is, I'm not mad at that. There's people out there who are collecting MB.02s like that. You know what I mean? They're giving you a reason to. A lot of colorways, a lot of good colorways, each colorway seems to be coming with a different color box. Like that's putting into it too. Like every box is a different colorway for the shoe. I think that's a dope touch. So they're putting work into the marketing for like the packaging for it. Well, there's no tissue paper or nothing like that, but at the box itself, the box is a different colorway to match the shoe. That's dope. Kyrie's, they kind of just did one box for all the different colorways. Like he got lazy in that aspect. You know what I mean? But MB.02 is definitely doing their thing when it comes to the marketing and the packaging and making it something that's interesting, not just the shoe itself. So that's why it makes sense if Kyrie did go to Puma, because there's somebody who could for sure kind of fall in line with what he kind of goes with what his figure line is already known for. Could fall right in line, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at him for that if he went to Puma. That's a shoe brand that seems like they can handle what he does. They can handle the candle, you know what I mean? Big shout out to everybody here in the stream. What's good? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. What's going on? We just here talking about a few things. The first thing in the title, if you're just joining us, we did talk about Ja Morant, his camp releasing a statement to the Breakfast Club and Claudia Jordan saying that he had a toy in that video. That was a toy. That was a prop toy situation. Somebody in his car from the back seat passed him the toy, and then he was playing with the toy. It wasn't a real blicky with the sticky. It was a toy. So I just want to know if you guys agree and think that that's the case. And then, since then we've been going over a lot of sneakers that are coming out and things to look forward to. Recently talking about the MB.02s, so you can slightly rewind it and see what else we came across. But yeah, welcome. We got the New Balance 9060 now retailing for $150, dropping this month. Have been getting feedback in the comments. People are liking these shoes. I see a lot more people are taking a liking to these New Balances. I see these New Balances have taken a format, like they're still always comfortable, and I believe that these could be definitely comfortable. But these edition, which a lot of people are liking, I'm seeing a lot more people interested in than some of the older models. These are looking like the Balenciagas, so they're looking more like the luxury brand. So I feel like with the new resurgence of people having an interest in New Balance, it's almost like they're into the newer stuff and not necessarily the older stuff. So like, you know what I mean? So it's not like they're grabbing the 574s and the older ones. They're grabbing the 2002 Rs and these. I mean, maybe the 2002 R is an old model coming back. I don't know. Maybe it is. You guys will let me know. But I see more people gravitating to the newer stuff than the older stuff. So if you're gravitating to the newer stuff, then I guess New Balance is doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to see the brand being around for as long as it has. And they've been known to have comfortable shoes. These have weight to them, but they look like they could be comfortable. Maybe one day I'll try them on just to see what's going on with it. I do have some shoes that are very similar to this that are not New Balance. They're another brand, but $150 for them, not bad. And they come in some pretty good colorways too. Pretty good colorways, man. This one is just kind of loud. It's a summertime colorway. I'm not mad at this one, you know. Let's see what we got here. Outsole colorway. Looks just like those Balenciagas, though. To be dead ass with you, it looks just like the Balenciagas. Now, the Vomeros is a shoe that's been growing on me more too. The more I've been seeing them out there in the stores, and I've been impressed by the colorways they've been releasing. That yellow colorway that I seen at Bait the other day, and the silver one I saw at Bait, that's dope. In the outlet video I dropped today, I saw the blue ones. Those are cool too. They've been coming with the 5s are looking dope. I like the way the model is set up. 175 is a little bit up there, but you know, to each his own. Everything's up there now, so you just gotta be selective on the shoes you get, or just wait for them to pop up at the outlets for half the price or less than half the price, or you know, right up under retail, because that's the case now. A lot of these shoes, you know, you have some patience. Have some patience. You can find what you want for the lowest amount possible at times, you know. But this colorway is dope, like the off-white, black and white. So like a sail black and white color combination. Of all the colorways, this is not one that I would add. I would probably go with that yellow one or that smoke green. If they come out with a red one, like that red 2002R New Balance is dope. The red 2002R New Balance is dope. Let's see if it pops up. I just say that. Yep, it does. Oh man, I'm over here talking and not showing the screen. I hate when I do that. But I'm gonna show y'all and go back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so my bad. The red 2002R is a dope colorway, and in person it looks even better. It's like a little brighter red than this. Suede with the mesh. That's a pretty dope colorway. I'm not mad at this one at all. Not the red wine. Nah, I like the red one. The red. Okay, here we go. Because that's the red wine. This is the red one. This is the red one that I saw at Foot Locker not too long ago. Dope colorway for the 2002R. Looks like it could be comfortable. Probably is. Most New Balances are, especially this type of design. But the one that I was talking about, where I was not showing my screen like a crazy person, talking about it, but not showing it, is this one. These are looking like the Balenciagas. These are looking more like the Balenciagas that are out right now than any other regular New Balance silhouette. So it's not like New Balance has a new. It's not like people refound the old silhouettes. People are gravitating to the new ones, unless this is an old silhouette that I've never seen before, which could be the case. But I think this is one that came out recently. But I'm not mad at it. I think some of the colorways they dropped, there's like a light blue one that's dope. All black one I seen that was pretty clean. These look just like Balenciagas though, and people are liking the Balenciaga higher up shoe that gives you height and it's comfortable too. These definitely give you like an inch and a half or something like that on your height when you wear these, for sure. Outsole is not bad, not a bad colorway, and they've been coming out with good colorways for this model right here. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at those at all. And the Vomeros. Let me see. Yeah, the red ones is fire, man. You see them in person, they look even better in person. Look even better in person, you know. Shout out to everybody here in the stream. I appreciate y'all. Adam or Alex was good. Welcome to the stream. 9060s. Yeah, see, that's what a lot of people have been saying. I've been seeing people say that a lot. I've been seeing people say that a lot. I see people wearing them more. I see people wearing those a lot more than I'm seeing the other New Balances. And then, you know, just a little, people got a little love for them. Don't know about the resale part of it or not. Not too sure about that. Haven't really looked into it, but people are liking this shoe though. You know, and I'm not mad. But this Vomero for 175, that's the only thing. 175 though. I seen them at the outlet size like 8.5 or size 9 for like 145 or 140, some shit like that. But this Vomero colorway is pretty cool. The cell white and black color combination. I wouldn't grab this for myself, but I would definitely grab like an all red one, the red, black, and white one, or something like that. Or, you know, the yellow one they got is cool. Even the that blue one is super dope, but I'm not gonna pay the 175 for them. They could possibly be at the outlets cheaper at some point. So that's another reason why I'm gonna chill out and wait. But they are clean though. Vomeros are dope. The 5 is probably the best so far. I've definitely covered and talked about other models previously, previous years on this channel and stuff like that. But the one that's most appealing to me is the 5. I'm not mad at the 5. And I love the color selection that they've been dropping for the 5s, you know. So far, so good, in my opinion. This one has also 3M reflective on it, too. 3M reflective panels on the shoe. 3M on the back heel around. You got some on the front, the toe box, like the side and the toe box. That's what does make this more appealing. I wonder if they will come with more colorways with this 3M. Like, I don't think all the Vomeros have 3M. The fives have 3M. I don't think they do. I never really looked into seeing if they did, but I don't think they do. I don't think so. Yeah, so right here is 3M, this whole bar, and this right here, and this right here. I like it. I like it. I like it. Nike, y'all doing, all they gotta do is the right shoes with the right thing. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to find a whole new shoe. They can recreate what they got going, but just make them really good, make them better, make more of the best shoes with the better quality, and stop making all the sidebar shoes. But I know they probably make more money on them sidebar shoes, which are like the off Jordans, the off Nikes, not off like fake, but like not the popular ones. They probably make more margins on those type of shoes, but like, maybe chill out on some of the colorways, you know? Maybe chill out on some of the colorways. I'm gonna show you a prime example of that. Hopefully I still have it in my phone. When I was out and about yesterday, I saw this shoe. Now, I've talked about this shoe before, and the Jordan 2 Trey. The Jordan 2 Trey. That's the shoe that's considered an other for sure. I'm gonna show this video. Look at the colorway they got for it. Hold on, can we get the focus right? This is a fragment style Jordan 2 Trey, bro. Now, I like that color combination, but why did they waste it on this shoe with those materials? They got patent leather. That blue on the outsole is crazy. Like, I'm sorry, what are they doing? Why? 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 Come on, get the focus in there. Why? I'm sorry, showing screen to screen, but I just wanted to show y'all it's not. Outsole is crazy. Whatever, bro. You guys get the point. Why are they wasting? Okay, the light is. The light is getting different now because the sun's coming out. I just don't want it to look too crazy on my shit. Because the sun coming out gonna make my screen look crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, I like the 2 Trey silhouette, looks cool. It does look better on smaller feet. I'm not gonna lie. But like, why are they doing that, bro? Why are they doing that? Jordan 2 Trey. They could just chill out on making shoes like that and just put those good materials on those other shoes. That makes a lot more sense, in my opinion. But they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and either you're gonna buy them or not. But I have been seeing the 2 Treys on sale heavily right now. Yeah, I love the look of the Camaro, but in hand, the quality compared to the NBA. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I can see what you mean because these feel a little bit more flimsy, like a little bit more like lighter to them. And in my opinion, I feel like they feel a little bit more lighter and a little more flimsy. I guess because it has the all mesh upper, even though New Balances do too. I think New Balances have that like quality suede or leather material that makes them has a little bit more weight to them to make them maybe feel a little bit more durable. I totally get what you're saying. I think that's the disappointment when I do feel them because I grab them, I like them. It's not something that makes me say, yeah, these is all the way it, and that could be one reason why. So that's a good point. Good point, Brandon, for sure. Big shout out to anybody here chilling out during this midday stream. If you can, hit the like button for your boy. Air Max 1 COJP Michigan. Now, dropping June 21st for a retail of 160. Now, this colorway is dope. I kind of wish they flipped it, but I'm not mad at it because, you got to have shoes that are different. Me, maybe more bland. I want the all navy blue with the orange or the yellow accents. But the navy blue base with the orange overlay is cool too because you can really see the reptile skin on that panel on the whole mud guard and back panel and even on the swoosh. Um, would this be better if it was an Air Max 1 big bubble or not? I don't know if that makes a difference for people. But I do think this colorway is dope. I am a Michigan fan as far as like basketball. Grew up liking the Michigan Wolverines. Of course, the whole Fab Five and a little bit even after that. Michigan has always just had a special place because of the Fab Five, and that color combination is fire. The navy blue and gold was just a dope thing, and I like the colorway on this Air Max 1. I'm not mad at it. If I could switch it up, I probably would, because it looks like it's oh shit, my bad. It looks like, oh, that's leather. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's even better. Yellow leather would have looked wild though. Yellow leather with the navy blue overlays. These are cool though. I mean, the way they have them as is, these are dope with the stitched in Nike logo right there. That's a navy blue hint right there. That's clean. The bird's eye view is dope. These are not bad, bro. Definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. Will they sell out right away? Probably not. Maybe so. Bigger sizes, probably. This is a dope colorway. This is a dope colorway, in my opinion. Nike Air on the back, got the stitch in Nike Air over the skin, over the what's that? Alligator skin or something like that. Snake skin, whatever you want to call it. It's one of them skins. Let me find out right now. It's one of those skins. I know the colorway is dope though. First time seeing this today. The Air Max 1 CO .jp Michigan. Let me see real quick. Leather base, nylon tongues, embroidered mini swooshes. So nylon tongue, but leather base. Yeah, so it's a leather base, snakeskin textured swooshes. Snakeskin textured swooshes. Oh, well, crocodile. So that's snakeskin on the swoosh and crocodile around the mud guards and everything. In case you didn't know, because I wasn't sure myself. I read to see for sure. Leather, crocodile, you got snakeskin on there. What's the retail? 160. I think that's good for that because I thought it would probably be more. Yeah, Brandon, these is not bad. These is not bad. Air Max 90s or Air Max 1s. I always do that. Air Max 1s and 90s. I always get them a little twisted. Yellow outsole, obviously. Or what's actually that colorway? Midnight Navy, Varsity Maize, and Neutral Natural. Okay. Okay. On the 21st, they dropped, though. Get you a pair if you can get you a pair. If you're trying to get you a pair. So as we can see, there's definitely a lot to look forward to. I like saying that. Okay, let me see something. Let me see something. I don't know. I hate that light there in the back. Kind of messes me up a little bit. That's better for me to just keep it like this. Keep it like this. Keep it like this. Romero, New Balance. There was something else. LaMelo. Oh, now this one here. The Gutter Mellow MB.03. June 29th is the release date for 175, bro. This is the best mellow yet. I can be on record and say this model. When I first saw it, the gold, the yellow one that I saw, or the Volt green one, I kind of was thrown off by the images. This one here is on point. This gives me Kyrie 4 vibes a little bit. I'm just gonna have to say it, but a lot, I don't know. Maybe seeing them in hand, I'll think differently, but kind of gives me Kyrie 4 vibes. Damn, I put it up. Yesterday I wore my Kyrie 4s. My day-to-day Kyrie 4s. Kind of gives me that just a little bit. But the shoe itself is crazy though. You know, when they come out with a base colorway, that's gonna be crazy to see. When like there's not so much going on the upper, and you can kind of see the shoe a little bit more. Because I feel like the upper material or the upper layout is kind of hidden by this crazy ass pattern. It's like a can't even say it. What's the shit on the weather? Like heat seeker or hemothermia. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think that's not the word. It looks like some type of graph or something like that, but the print kind of covers up what the actual shoe looks like. And I'm not mad at it. It's cool. It's cool because the silhouette still seems like it's gonna be pretty dope though. You know, Gutter Gang, Gutter City Gang. What is Melo adapting the Gutter City Gang? It sounds like gang stuff. What is LaMelo doing? What is Puma and LaMelo trying to promote? They want to be mad at Ja, but they want to promote Gutter City Gang and all this. What's going on? That's a little thrown off. That's a little confusing. Gutter City Gang. I'm just saying. But this one is impressive though. The silhouette, I like how this comes up to the side. That's what gives me that Kyrie vibe for sure. The shark teeth, these are like waves or something, or like slime almost. So when they come with the slime or the Nickelodeon MB.03, that's gonna be crazy. This silhouette is not bad at all. The traction pattern on the outsole looks like it's gonna have some grip. Looks like it's kind of almost translucent. I know a lot of people don't really like that as much. Um, but these is pretty crazy, bro. These is not bad at all. If I had to put a number on it, 1 to 10 scale, these gotta be, I don't know. These is up there though. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. Just give it a 10 because it looks fire. The color combination is dope. It looks crazy, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this, though. Let me see where we at with it. Boom, boom. Outsole with the rare. So this one still has the rare on there. This one still has the rare on there, which is dope. They keeping true to the format of the shoe. You can't be mad at that, bro. You can't be mad at that. Cannot be mad at that. You know, I like what they did there. It's definitely it's gonna be crazy. This colorway is dope, and the other ways that come out after it's gonna be dope. Let me see. Boom. Yeah. Crazy to see what MB.02 is doing, man. It's crazy to see where they came from. The one, I mean, every silhouette he's had so far has been on point. His stuff hasn't been ugly. It's definitely been worthy of people copying and collecting and all that stuff. It's an impressive shoe, you know. The retail price for point is not too bad. They're starting to get a little out of hand now. They're trying to veer off a little bit. They're trying to go up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. 175, 175, 175. He's like, well, we top dog at Puma. Ain't nobody else here. Let's try and stretch our dollar a little more. You know what I'm saying? And charge more. Everybody else is going up on their price. We got to do it too. We got to do it too. Why not? So I'm not mad at him for doing it, but it's just like, dang, 175, bro. Y'all came up here. Y'all joined KD and them up. Y'all joined LeBron and KD up here pretty quickly. Y'all play no games. Y'all thirsty the what? Y'all in our price market. Y'all started off at like 120, 110, some shit like that. But I guess because they do have a low silhouette, that leaves the room for that. So if the low MB.02 is 120, the low MB.03 gonna be what, 130? Since the MB.03 is gonna be 175, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. One shoe that I want to talk about too, call it bias if you want, is this new colorway right here of this Gilzero Restamon. I mean, of course we got to. Now, there's an alternate colorway in the stores now that you can find at certain Foot Lockers. Not everyone has them. This colorway was a little bit more scarce. Did a review on this on the channel. Shoe is dope. The quality on the upper is on point too. You know what I'm saying? You got the snakeskin material all around the toe box. We just seen how those Air Max 1s had the snakeskin on there. This one has the gray snakeskin with almost crocodile-like upper leather. The quality of these are on point. Not saying it's biased at all. The quality on the upper is crazy. I like this colorway too. One of the better ones that have released lately. And I like this one. I think I like this one a little bit more than the original colorway, but this one, I don't know. The original one with the blue and everything is dope too. Got the gold plate on there. I like how they executed this. Adidas is definitely still in the game right now. Got the gold, got the hint of the suede on the back. Light shoe, low cut. You feel lower to the ground. Really good grip on these two. A lot of good sneakers for hooping and casual wear out here, as of course we know this, but just all brands, not just Nike, not just Adidas, not just, what else we show? We show Nike and Adidas. We got Puma up in the building. Talk about the New Balances. Now, these Jordans right here is some golf stuff. A lot of people out here, I guess it's golf season. It definitely is golf season. A lot of people are out here golfing, and I guess, Jordan and Nike is taking advantage of that, which is smart. They're coming out with a lot more retro golf shoes. You know what I mean? The Air Jordan 6 Low Golf US Open dropped June 14th for $220. Maybe a good price point for a golf shoe. I feel like once or twice we might see these in the outlet, somebody returning them. This colorway is wild. I'm not something I wouldn't cop, but it's good to see because, they got a lot of dope colorways of these Jordan Low golf shoes, man. The Cherry 12s, the Playoff 12s, Jordan 1 golf. You got Jordan 5. The Jordan 5 low golfs be looking on point. A lot of those been looking crazy. I like the Jordan 6 low too. But the golf colorways, if some of these, not this one, but if some of these golf shoes, if they came out, like the golf shoes that are not in regular colorways, if they came out in the regular sizes, we'll go crazy too. You know what I mean? But I figured I'd show this because we do have people who do play some golf. I know a lot more of my friends are starting to play golf. I don't play golf, but I hear it's a pretty fun sport or relaxing sport, which I don't think it would not be. Pretty clean situation though. You know what I mean? Got the translucent outsole with the golf there. I seen somebody at the outlet one time. He was with his girl, and she pointed out the Jordan 6 Low golf shoe. And she was like, "Oh, what about these? These are cool." And he's like, "Oh shit, what are those?" And then he saw the shoe, the top part of the shoe, and then he realized they were golf shoes. He's like, "Oh man, but these are golf shoes." Like, yeah, I can't do this. These are golf shoes. Like, and he tried to put it on. And she's like, "Yeah, you could wear it like that." And then he was like, "Nah, I don't think so." And then he asked me, he's like, "Hey, you think I could do it?" Like, "Nah, it might hurt your feet, this and that." Just tell him, because you don't want to wear a golf shoe or just walk around with regular, I know the Jordan 6 Low was fire, but yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself, bro. You don't want to do that to yourself. But yeah, I want to talk about that because I feel like that was a pretty dope situation there. I definitely think that was a crazy colorway. Crazy colorway. A different colorway, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, so I think there was something else. So yeah, we got the a better look at the Jordan 6 Aqua that drops October 7th. These are retailing for $200. I guess they just don't learn. They're gonna keep the prices there. Uh-oh. Damn, man. So this is what you see when you're on. I got another breaking story, y'all. If it's on internet, it's for to be shared, right? If you post it on your IG story, it's to be shared, right? You can't post on your IG story and get mad at people share what you show, right? So let me screen record it so I don't have to. Let me go. Let me screen record it. So apparently, even though shoes don't have resale, there are some that do have resale. So when those shoes drop, you have to kind of act on it. You kind of have to, act fast, because if you don't, you know, it's limited. It's less shoes that have outlets. I mean, less shoes that have resale value. So when there are shoes that have resale value, people do the due diligence or do whatever. They try to cut lines. They try to do all that shit. You know what I mean? So that stuff is still happening for shoes that are, I don't know what shoe dropped today, and I don't really care. Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so people are gonna want to do what they want to do. Michael, what's good? Welcome to the stream. So, like I said, man, you posted online, and share it. It's for people to see, right? So, yeah. So I seen this video right now. Shout out to fellow reseller out there in the street, Sneaker Cycle, shared this video on the stream, and apparently people are still fighting for shoes. So I know YouTube gets crazy with this stuff. So I'm gonna show something, but I'm not gonna show something. I'm gonna show something, but I'm not gonna show something. Damn, how do I make this right? Now it's like Twilight Zone. You got this big ass light in the background there. Okay, so ready? Y'all ready? So yeah, people are still out here getting to it over the shoes. I don't know for how long. I mean, it's not even really anything crazy, but it's something. Okay, let's see. Ready, set, go. Let's see if we get a camera angle. Somebody was nice enough to break it up. You know what I'm saying? Does it replay? Was it gonna replay for me? Is it gonna replay? And it doesn't. So let me go ahead. One more time. Let me get the camera right. Ready, set, action. So they each got a hit off. You know what I'm saying? They each got a good hit in, and then a good Samaritan stepped in and stopped it. But why are we still fighting over sneaker releases? Why are we still doing this? Why are we still doing what? We got breaking news all over the place. Souls of Smoke was good. Is this a true statement? Where'd you see that at? CP3 did what? There ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way they did that. They did that to CP3? Two fools that don't know how to scrap. Hey, that's a good point, bro. That's usually what happens. I mean, these people are not they're not usually trained to go. They're reactionary from what's happening right then and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking. I don't see nothing yet, though. I don't see nothing across my ticker yet. Maybe you telling the truth. Maybe you capping, trying to, throw me off my game. I don't know. CP3 got waived? Wow. Say it ain't so. I know where he's going to go. I know where Chris Paul's going to go. I know where he's going to go. Let me see. That's crazy. Chris Paul. What? I'm looking for it. Oh, shit. Wow, bro. Shout out to Chris Hayes. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to you for bringing that to my attention. Crazy to see CP3 is on the way out because he can't play D. CP3, Bleacher Report reports that the Suns have waived Chris Paul. What? That's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on. Man, that's crazy. The end of an era at oh man, is he gonna retire? Is he gonna retire? Nah, man. Why did he do that to CP3, bro? Making him a free agent. Is he gonna sign with the Lakers? Is he gonna sign with the Lakers? Is he gonna go back to Houston with Harden and what's the boy name? Go back to New Orleans. I mean, go back to Houston with James Harden and Jalen Brown. Hold on. I'm trying to figure something out real quick. Wow, that's crazy though. Wait, hold up. Where we at? Okay. Yeah, man, that's some different news right there. I'm curious to see what team he would go to next. Go back to the Clippers. CP go back to the Clippers. That would be crazy to see that happen, bro. That would be crazy to see that happen. Let me see. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I wonder what team. Uh, hold on. Okay. I'm trying to make some adjustments really quick, y'all. My bad. My bad. Where we at with it? Okay. So Chris Hayes reporting that CP3 is no longer playing for the Phoenix Suns, bro. I didn't see that coming. I was wondering. I wanted to know what was going to happen next with him. I didn't know if he was going to retire after the season. You know, them letting him go. I think that they're kind of. I want to say they're kind of just realizing that that's not the way to go. His roster spot is needed in other ways. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but he gets hurt every time around the same time. You know, he needs to go, if he's going to play, be somewhere where he's the backup veteran point guard, where he can save his legs and save his minutes to where he can be effective and play deeper into the playoffs. Phoenix, they would have needed to use him a lot more, even though they had Cameron Payne, but they needed somebody to be able to rev up the stuff, rev up the pace of the team. They can't slow it down for him when he's in the game and rev it up for the other point guard. You know what I'm saying? I know you need to change the pace in your game, but if you have a team that's prepared to go, you can't have one player coming in, a major player, slowing the game down, and then you guys are depending on when that's working, and then when you get to the point when you really need it, which is later in the season for the playoffs, he pulls up with a hammy. He pulls up with a hammy. He pulls up with a hammy. It happens every time in the playoffs. Like, he should continue to work out after his season ends to get himself ready. That's just what's been said, and that's true. He's been so used to not playing so deep into the season that when he gets deeper into the season, his body breaks down and shuts down, because for so many years before, the last few years, last handful of years, he been getting shut down before the season, before playoffs started. Now he's trying to stretch it out, and it ain't working. So it's like, what do you do? He needs to go somewhere where he's a backup point guard and he can play them valuable backup minutes with the second unit, it sucks to see that, but we're in that era now. I mean, LeBron's an anomaly. So his class of people and people right after him and right before him is pretty much almost out of here. Carmelo just relieving. CP's kind of left, I don't know how many more people from that little era is around, but like CP's one of the other last of the Mohicans from that genre. So like, or that era in a sense. So if he's going to continue to play, he needs to go to like a team like LA, I guess, and be the backup. I just don't want to see it because I feel like the team LA has is cool already, maybe one or two adjustments, but sometimes teams have to run it back. I don't know if they'll be able to because of money reasons with like Austin and stuff like that, but CP3 on the move, if he came to the Lakers, that doesn't really move the needle much. It says good, it's like, oh, cool, but it's almost like a throwback hope, like a going based off what he did in the past, when it's about what we need in the future for him, and we already have enough aging type players. So I don't know if that will make sense for I mean, it would look good on paper, but I don't know how long it will work out for. If they held his minutes down, maybe him and LeBron on the team would help both of them keep each other's minutes down, because when LeBron's off the court, CP can be on the court for those minutes, and that's somebody they can trust will really get people in the right position and get AD in the right position. That could be a good thing. But if you have a Schroeder and a D'Lo and a Reeves, you don't need that. But if you lose a Reeves, you still don't need that with a D'Lo and a Schroeder. I don't feel like, it's all about the roster spot. But yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Once again, my dude, thanks for bringing that up, because I didn't know it. I wasn't paying attention. Alex, looking now. Fat boy, what's going on with you, bro? CP3 getting waived. What team do you think he's gonna go to? And it was a toy. It was a toy blicky, bro. It was a toy blicky. It was not the real thing. It wasn't the real thing, bro. It was a toy. It was a toy. I've seen those type of cap guns before. Yeah. You would take him in Portland? He's a valuable point guard still, but the thing is, okay, you take him in Portland if Dame leaves, because they already had, because to be honest, I believe the future for Portland, because I feel like Dame is out here. I feel like Dame is going to leave because he's trying to get to playing for a ring, and it's not happening for them personally in the next couple of years. I don't see. So that's just some more years for him wasted. So I feel like he's going, maybe a trade day move for him or something like that. I feel like Dame is out. With that being said, I feel like the Portland future is Anthony Simons. I feel like he's the future point guard for that team. So maybe bring Chris Paul in to back up him and help him along the way. That might be a good look. If Chris Paul is willing to just take the role of being a vet for a team, collecting his bread, and then he can still do his. But yeah, off the bench for sure. Anthony Simons is the starting point guard. I mean, if that's a Dame move, I mean, Dame is still there. He might not be moved, but I just feel like Dame's tenure with the Portland Trailblazers is kind of done, basically just off of what he's saying and just what everything around him is looking like, bro. The landscape is crazy. The landscape is crazy right now for the Portland Trailblazers, or for Dame, where he could go play and add to a team and have a good chance to win. But winning like next year and stuff like that, Portland could win if they put a couple more pieces around, or if they stay healthy. I think they could definitely make some noise, but the West is definitely stacked, and you need a little bit more than CP3 to make a move in the West. You know what I'm saying? But off the bench will be a good move, and Anthony Simons could learn from Chris Paul. That would only help him and help y'all for later down the road. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say that name. I don't want to mess it up. But welcome to the stream, bro. Thanks for watching. Where are you watching from? Nancy, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't think Dame will request a trade either. But he's just saying things in so many ways that I'm down to stay here and do it. But if they're not going to be staying here to do it, then I don't know. The words like that mean it's open. So teams might start shopping ideas. We never know what happens draft day. Draft day, sometimes things happen crazy. Sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it ain't. But this is definitely breaking news to see that Chris Paul is no longer part of the Phoenix Suns. It was definitely a good tenure there for him. I like seeing him play with Devin Booker and over there with the Phoenix Suns, you know what I mean? But I think they got to the finals. He played in the finals, right? But he got hurt in the finals, right? I don't remember him finishing the series in the finals, if I'm not mistaken, but he did play in the NBA finals, so that's good, at least for his career. If he don't make it back to the finals or win a ring, at least he made it there as the starting point guard for a team, if I'm not mistaken, you know. But his best move is like Dame to Miami, but I was about to say Chris Paul to Miami as a backup. Um, Chris Paul to LA. The Clippers would be probably would help the Clippers with the guard situation, you know, but with Chris Paul and Paul George and Kawhi, the injuries is just so crazy. Miami would be a good fit for him. I'm running out of options unless if he's going for a championship team, backing up in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? You know, Philly, I don't know, man. It's looking bleak for Chris Paul unless he joins LeBron and then rides that train. He don't fit in. I thought I heard something, but he don't fit in Denver. He don't fit in a lot of these places. Going back to Houston is just him going to teach. He's not going for rings. It just depends. It depends on what Chris Paul's coming back for, bro. If Chris Paul's coming back to try to win a ring, his options are very bleak. But if he's coming back to just still play in the league and teach now and pass on his stuff and just add more stats, then his options are open. But as far as being a key significant player to a championship team, I just don't see it. And I like Chris Paul a lot. I feel like he's the best true point guard in the league. But unless they can find a way to save him to the fucking playoffs, deep in the playoffs, don't give Chris Paul his real burn until a month to playoff time when you're on a team that's secure with a playoff spot. That's what I'm saying. Let him sprinkle a little 5-10 minutes a game the whole season. He's not playing for all-star games. He's not playing for all NBA first teams, MVPs, assist titles. He's playing to get a ring, put him on a team where he plays 5 to 10 minutes for the whole season and ramp him up towards the end of the season, the last month, with him still working out fully during the regular season. You know what I'm saying? You got to save him. He can be effective. He can pick his spots, but to rely on him for 82 games is just, that's not here for him no more if you want to have him pass the 82 games. Because I'm pretty sure, let me see. Shout out to everybody here watching. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul has played. Let's see. I'm gonna find out right now. Hopefully my computer, you know what I'm saying? If my thing just flashes, just say I took a commercial break and I'm gonna be right back. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. I'm going to NBA, go to players. I want to see how many games Chris Paul played this season. How many games did Chris Paul play this season? Because I don't know. Okay. See, they do this bullshit because they switched it up now, man. Player index. There we go. Because I'm like, they keep doing this other stuff. And I'm trying to find Chris Paul. Let me click on it first. It don't say how many games he played this season. But yes, it will. We need to find this out. I like Chris Paul. All due respect to Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? New York might be a good fit to help out Brunson. Help Brunson come along. That might be a good fit. I think he could hold down New York. New York would appreciate him. Yeah, they would appreciate him during the regular season. I only pause because I'm like, damn, well, what happens when he gets injured? But New York would appreciate him and what he brings to the table. Let's see. Chris Paul played. Huh? What is going on here? No, bro. What? I'm trying to see something. Games played. Period. Not all this splits and stuff. Okay. See, that's why I'm gonna pull this off until I figure it out. It's supposed to let you know how many games are played in a season. It usually tells you how many games the player played, bro. And I don't see it. Per game. Oh, okay, that was playoffs. Okay, here we go. 59 games. Yeah, New York, I can see it. I can see him in New York. Chris Paul, 59 to 82 games. 59 games. Last season played 65, 70, so he's declining too. 2014, 2015, he played all 82 games. And then since then, 74 is really good. 61 is even good. 58, 58, 70, 70, 65, 59. I mean, shout out to Chris Paul, bro. He's still putting in a lot of work. He averaged 13 points, 8 assists, 1 turnover, still the best assist to turnover ratio in the league. He still got value. He just has to be the backup. And that 59 games, 32 minutes a game, nope. He need to be at 20 minutes a game, 18 to 20 minutes a game. Dang. It sucks to say that about Chris Paul because, you know, he's a good player and everything. I fuck with Chris Paul. But, yes, that's done data, bro, as far as being the number one option for the team. Or not number one because he's not the number one, but the number one point guard option. He's at that crossroads. He's at that Iverson point. He's at that Carmelo point where you like, hey, are you willing to come off the bench for a team or not? You know, he was starting in Phoenix. So it's like, you know, is he going to want to still stay with that? Or is he going to be cool enough to, you know, chill out? But I mean, that's what it is, bro. He's no longer in the Phoenix Suns area. We don't know where he's going to be playing yet. Hopefully somewhere soon. We'll see him back on the court for sure. I don't think it'll be no time before he signs somewhere. You know, free agency doesn't start, I guess, until like right during the draft or something. I forget the actual date. Rip sheesh. That's crazy. Oh, shout out to homie for bringing that to my attention, and Chris Hayes for reporting on it. Chris Paul no longer playing with the Phoenix Suns. That does change their dynamic in the backcourt. They do have Cameron Payne already, so they are set to go. But I'm pretty sure that frees up some money. See what kind of offseason pickups they can kind of make. You know what I'm saying? As I was leaving off, had seen some new images of the Jordan 6 Aqua that released on October 7th for $200. Suede nubuck upper. Not mad at the shoe. Like the color combination. There's no white on this shoe. It's only color. You got the black, the purple, and the blue with the translucent blue outsole. These are looking better than I expected. You know what I'm saying? If they add the black on black stitched in Jordan logo on the back, is cool. It would have been cool if it had purple, but wait, yeah, that's not purple, that's black. I'm not mad at all at what I'm seeing here. The new book looks like it could be some pretty good materials on it. So I'm curious to see what these look like too. And of course, that translucent outsole, I don't have a picture of that, but that's going to be a dope touch to it too. Another rumor that came out the other day, usually July 1st. Okay, for sure. Man, Melo was great for Portland. I don't know why he left. I understand he wanted to go play with LeBron. He should have went back to Portland after or something. I don't know. Like he shouldn't have stepped away. I think he still has some more years left in him too, at least another year or two. But it is what it is, you know. Shout out to Melo. Chris Paul to the Warriors would be crazy. Damn, he would go team up with his arch rival or one of them. He would go team up with his arch rival. Curry, him and Curry used to go to put some wars in there. They don't hate each other though. I mean, I guess his arch rival would be Rondo. Which did Rondo give up? Is he still trying to play or not? We need Rondo in the league. Point guard Rondo are needed in the NBA, just like Chris Paul point guards are too. Melo should have never left Portland though. or he should have got re-signed by the Lakers. They should have scooped him back up. This was something that we talked about not too long ago on like one of my sneaker news videos. But there was a rumor that the Travis Scott was supposed to restock the Travis Scott Nike SB Dunk Low. Supposed to restock in September when he drops his new album. However, reports or speculation today is that this is not going to happen. But I think they just put out both stuff. Like, we don't want the information to get out too soon, and then it's just going to pop out or something. But word is that it was supposed to be restocking during September, during the drop of his sneaker. I mean, of his album Utopia or whatever. But apparently now that might not be the case. So I guess stick around if you guys were looking forward to the restock. It might happen. It might not. Who for sure knows? I don't. Shoe was dope. It does have a little resale to it still. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that Travis Scott will not restock in September. Maybe it'll restock earlier or later. Who knows? Just some of the things that I put down there, what I'm saying, in my section of shoes and stuff I want to talk about. Oh, on the 21st, these drop. The Air Zoom Generation, the Court Purple, the LeBrons, these purple ones, the purple suede. For some reason, I feel like I've seen it in person. Maybe not. Maybe because I've seen the gray suede, I feel like I've seen the purple. But I thought I saw the purple ones already in hand. Maybe not, though. Maybe I just talked about them. I like the all suede upper. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's something. I mean, maybe this colorway might sell a little more. I've seen the gray ones in the outlets, but I've only seen them sporadically. I haven't seen them a lot. I think people do like this LeBron right here, one of his classic LeBrons, And this purple suede is just crazy. He wore this during the Summer League a few years back. Ever since then, I saw him. I wanted him. I liked him. I had an interest for him. But now that they're here, who knows if I actually want to grab them. Plus, I'm chilling out. Plus, shoes do be, moving around crazy, and you might find them here a little cheaper there, a little cheaper here, coupon here, discount there. I do like the colorway, though. I do like the colorway. That all purple suede, looking like some premium suede with the black and the translucent blue outsole. It's looking like an impressive, pretty nice shoe right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you, bro. James, what's going on with you, bro? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they throw out a lot of different information to see what kind of sticks, what's going to really happen or not. Is this restock going to happen or not? Are they going to have another colorway? Is there another Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott supposed to be coming out? All that stuff is kind of speculative right now. We also had seen, I think a lot of you guys might have seen that picture of the Travis Scott 7 that kind of disappeared and it was never spoken of again. So if that's still going to drop sometime this season, this year, or not, you know what I mean? So many options out there, Yeah, but it definitely, so many more things are popping at the outlets. It's not surprising to see anything go to the outlets nowadays. Or returns, Of course, the super exclusive things and collabs, maybe not so much, but a lot of things have been reaching the outlet lately, So it's just that time that we're in right now, bro. It's a good time for sneaker collectors and sneaker people who want them just for their own and not just to resell, but want them really for themselves. It's definitely a good time for you because you can find what you want. You know what I mean? You ain't got to really sweat off of that. You ain't really got to trip like that. You know what I mean? Jerk. Big shout out to everybody watching. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. KD15 Wonder from the Nike outlets. Yeah, for $50. That Wonder colorway is dope. That Wonder colorway is dope, and for $50, that's really nice, man. Mac Attacks. They've been flipping those around since he put his stamp on those too. Those Mac Attacks, all of a sudden, a lot of people want those. Ooh, Mac Attacks. I've wanted them ever since I've heard they never came out. Blah 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 blah. There are people who want them, So big up to that. I ain't really been into them, but as I've been covering them and talking about them, the colorways have definitely been pretty nice. The colorways have been pretty nice. Oh yeah, the Mikey Williams have been at the. Okay, that is Mikey Williams shoe. I totally forgot that. Shout out to the Discord feed. Somebody came across the Mikey Williams Puma exclusive at Ross already. I have been seeing this shoe and I didn't realize, I forgot it was Mikey Williams' shoe. But they're already out there. Shout out to the homie out there hunting at the stores, Kyrie Infinities. Also, if you haven't already done so, check out my website, bosscosgoodies.com. Check out my website, bosscosgoodies.com. A lot of good different type of things there that you might be interested in. If you're looking to add some stuff, hopefully Zion can get this together. The girl coming out the woodwork saying, I think I'm with child also, bro. Kind of unfortunate there, but you know how they go. The homie said she's a gold digger. Probably so. And, as we started off, we talked about this. You guys can let me know your thoughts about this in the comments, in the chat. Was it indeed a toy gun? Yeah, the pink lemonade Tatum ones are nice too. The Jason Tatum ones are definitely looking pretty impressive, man. The shoe is nice. The barbershop colorway was fire. I like what they're doing with the Jason Tatum ones. You know what I'm saying? Far much better than the Zion one or Zion 2s. But don't get it twisted. The Zion 2s feel good on feet, man. They feel good to wear for casual wear. I'm pretty sure they feel good on court because of the way they felt when I had them on just casually. The way the ankle support, Achilles support on them things is definitely top tier. At least that's how it felt. I didn't put them into action, but the feeling of them when I put them on and tried them on, clean shoe. The toe box don't look too crazy. They don't look like big shoes in a size 13. I rock with the Zion 2s from the aesthetics point. You know what I'm saying? Dexter Laboratory, really? Should be crazy. He's doing so many different collabs. Like I said, his stock of what he's doing with his shoe is reminiscent of the Kyrie and their collab. I was just talking to somebody in the Foot Locker yesterday. He talks about how he collects a lot of different shoes, and he's talking about the different shoes with the collabs and why he likes the Kyrie's because of all the collabs that he has, and they're really dope collabs. And I was telling him, yeah, like the one who's kind of holding it down with the collabs right now, or at least picking up the pace, is LaMelo on Puma, because even LeBron and them chilled out with so much collabs. They didn't have too many collabs with the 19, or not many collabs so far with the 20, like big brand collabs. Not really a big collab with the KD 15 or the PG 6. We didn't get no NASA, no PlayStation PG 6. Kyrie's thing, we know what happened with that. So right now, the only person killing the game with the collabs is Puma with the MB.02. Hopefully, somebody else from Nike could come up with some dope stuff. We got to see. At this point, we got to see. It's not happening right now, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know why he would even have a toy gun. It makes no sense at all. You shouldn't kind of do that stuff. I don't understand why he did it. He did what he did, but that just wasn't a smart move, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? They're trying to make you the face of the league. You're low-key the face of the league, and if you're not, you're about to be. If you're not it now, you're about to be. So why would you do something like this that could jeopardize that? You know what I mean? Apparently he didn't care, or it wasn't serious. It was a toy gun. So, but like, that's the taunting part. Why would you want to taunt? Why would you want to taunt anybody? Why would you want to do that part? You know what I mean? It don't matter. It don't make a lot of sense to do it, but some people will do what they want to do, bro. You can't be mad at it. They can't be mad at the results or the backlash of it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you choose to do, if there's repercussions to it, then I guess you just got to deal with what happens, bro, which is unfortunate. We don't know what's going to happen yet. It's still up in the air. Rumors is 15 games. Rumors is 20 games. Rumors is this. Rumors is that. There's so many different rumors of what could be happening. Nobody officially knows until we know. And we won't know until the finals is over. So they're just going to linger this on around until the finals is over. Then they'll probably wait till the Monday after to then say something right before the draft. It's crazy how they do it, but that's just what they do. That's just how it goes. It is a business. You need to have people talking about the NBA regardless. A lot of people aren't talking about the finals like that, even though they said the viewership was kind of around last year's finals. If you want the finals to have an appearance, you got to get LeBron back in the finals. NBA. That's what you need to happen. If you want to see the ratings go back up, you need LeBron or Curry or LeBron versus Curry or LeBron versus Giannis, LeBron AD versus Giannis or something, That's what you got to do if you really want to make it happen. You got to do that. Denver, big shout out to them because they're a good team and they deserve to be there. I'm not saying they don't. This MB.03 is definitely dope, bro. I can't even lie. This MB.03 is definitely one of the better ones that we've seen so far. You know what I'm saying? Midday live stream. We've been going for about an hour and 47 minutes. I appreciate all of you guys for rocking, no matter how long you've been here for. Game 3 tonight. Who do you guys have winning tonight's game? Let me put a quick poll up real quick and see what you guys are thinking. Let me see. Let's see. Just real quick. Real quick. Who wins tonight? Who wins tonight? That's not how you do it. Who wins tonight? I'm trying to get it over. Do it quickly. Who will win tonight? Who will win tonight's game? Wait. No. Oh. Who will win tonight's game? Boom. There we go. You guys got Miami winning or you guys got Denver winning? If you feel like participating, do so. Because 0% says, I don't know. 100% says Miami's going to win. Miami or Denver. Hopefully the series is good. I just hope there's some entertaining stuff. Good game, not a blowout. We don't need no blowouts. Blowouts are never fun. Yeah, the homie got fake Jordan 11s. That's just going to be there. I went back and checked out more episodes. I think I talked about this. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, no. Don't ever do this to yourself, guys. Don't do this to yourself. Just take your time and get the real thing. Don't do this to yourself. Customs are cool, but just don't do this to yourself. Do what you want to do. No full judgment, but just don't do this to yourself because it just doesn't, it's not a good look. Just don't do this. Wear your own stuff, customize your own shoes, but just don't do this. Just don't do this. If you don't do that, you'll be straight in life when it comes to wearing sneakers. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You'll be straight in life. 100% got Miami winning tonight. They say 80% of the teams that win game 3 go on to win the series. 80% of the teams that win game 3 go on to win the series. So maybe that will be the case. We don't know. We shall see. Let me see where we're at. Anthony Edwards basketball shoes looking pretty interesting from the sketches. I haven't seen it in person. Definitely want to check it out though and see what it looks like. Don issue 5. I'm looking forward to that. The images I saw look better than any of his other silhouettes. Adidas seems like they're changing some things up, and I hope that's the case because some of the things they've been having before all been looking the same and not very interesting. I'm really liking the Trae Young Unlimited. That's a dope basketball looking shoe. I got to get it on a channel to do a review since I'm back doing my reviews on Bossco Mitchell for sure. Definitely a shoe you should check out though. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, bro. I don't get it, man. I just couldn't do it, and I don't think you could do it. I don't think you would do it either, my dude. I know you wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. Everybody can do what they would like. Okay, bam. Check this out, right? The girl sitting next to him, shout out to Miko Grimes. Let me see if I can zoom this in. She's wearing some of those like fake dunks, but not fake dunks because I forgot who makes this. But her Nike swoosh is that Anchor. It's that other brand. They both over here doing the custom stuff, actually, but hers a little bit more different because It has, yes, it has the silhouette. Uh-oh, we about to get him. Oh no, dude. Damn, I didn't realize it. I mean, I forgot this brand. Is it the who is it? Y'all would know. But it got the straps over the laces, bigger tongue, got a pull tab. Dunks don't have pull tabs. Jordan Lows don't have pull tabs. But it is a Dunk Jordan Low silhouette. Toe box, everything the same. They the custom twins over there. That's the custy couch. But I mean, this one's more accepted because I guess this brand is, it has its differences, a lot more differences than a regular Dunk. This is just the Jordan 11 with no Jordan logo on it. So there's really no difference. Damn, I really didn't think. I really didn't. But they both are doing the okie doke low key, but one's more accepted than the other because the other one is a lot different from just the status, like the normal. It's Saya. There we go. Shout out to Saya. She be wearing his stuff all the time too. I got to tell her about that because that's dope. He got some good stuff. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he does his thing with the shoes for sure. So I get it. It has a base, but it's completely different. It's not the same at all. But the other guys is completely the other thing. It's completely the other thing. And they doing a watch party tonight on YouTube. I don't know if McCants will be in the building or not. I will tune in just to check it out and see, though. I definitely will check it out just to see what's going on, see what the kick game is looking like. You know what I mean? Yeah, not a bad situation right here, Yeah. But, everybody's entitled to wear what they want to, but, you just can't wear certain things and don't think you're going to get a little response. Sometimes you might want that response, but just make sure it's the response that you want, man. Yeah. Definitely remember that. For sure. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? He got some good stuff. His slides, his clogs, all that stuff. He makes good stuff. He makes good quality stuff too. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sia Collective. But yeah, man, stay away from them type of shoes. Stay with the originals if you can. Hit the outlets up, Marshalls, Burlington, Ross. You might be able to find the same thing. So just be patient. You don't have to go across the water or make up a fake shoe. You know what I'm saying? Just have a little patience, bro. John Morant need to stop playing with the toy squirt guns. Cause I think that's what it was. It was a cap gun, bro. It's a cap gun, bro. I'm sure they'll have a way to prove that it's a cap gun, even though his friend was trying to take it off the screen. I guess his friend didn't know it was a cap gun. He thought it was a real gun. So he was trying to oh, no. And then Ja was like, no, bro, this is a fake gun, So Ja got that going on. CP3, we got to see what team he lands with. Will he wait till free agency? When will he pick a team and what team will he go to? And a lot of shoes to look forward to, including those MB.03s and a few other things, man. If you're just joining, shout out to you. Hit the like button, rewind it, check out more stuff here. More content coming on the way. Plus, we got a video that dropped today, too. Check that out if you haven't done so. And I plan to maybe go live a little bit after the game. So if you have an opportunity to come on back and chop it up with your boy. And I'll see you guys later on. Have a good day wherever you are in the world.